What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Bennett, and I'm so excited because I am joined right now with Hallmark's favorite family, the Mitchell family, also known as my wonderful castmates, Treat Williams, Sharon Lawrence, Robert Buckley, Brad Harder, and Anna Ayora. We are so excited to see all of you right here. We're so excited to be here with all of you on this live event. We are so excited for all of you to see our new Countdown to Christmas movie, The Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls. What's up, Mitchell family? How you guys doing?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, buddy. Hey, everybody.
Guys.
Hey, buddy. Now, we have to tell the backstory of what just happened because it's even more fun than the show that's happening right now. Getting our entire family to all join alive at the same time is literally one of the miracles of Christmas. It really is.
Yeah. It truly was like watching someone trying to herd cats.
And that's what makes this family so fun, is everyone just acts like a real family, and it's just so much fun. Treat, how you doing, bud?
I'm good. Not much snow up here in Vermont, but we're waiting on it. Got my skis all waxed, ready to go.
Oh, okay. Sharon?
I am enjoying New York City right now. I'm seeing shows, I'm seeing friends, and I'm ready for Christmas. Hope you guys are.
Rob, how are you, bud? What's going on?
I am great. I'm currently up in Oregon. Did you know that outside of Los Angeles, there are 4 whole seasons? It's not just 80 degrees year round.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
It's weird.
This is part of his plan to get the entire Mitchell family to Oregon, which
Yes.
he's been diligently
Also, no sales tax.
Hey. Anna, how are you doing?
I'd
Good.
go.
I am taking one for the team in Toronto and freezing my little bum off.
Oh, all right.
If you want some snow, come my way, Treat.
Anna, you look so pretty. Like,
Yeah.
are you made up to work? Because you look like gorgeous. Like you're going to an opening of a movie or something. What's happening there?
Oh, I am on the 18th. I'm going to see The Christmas House too. What are you doing?
I'm going to be home by the fire watching Christmas House.
Pro. That's a
Brad,
pro.
how is your family, Brad?
They are good. I got some sleep last night, so that's a major win. The night before, not so much. But yeah,
The Mitchell family's very on brand in their real life as well as their characters, so it's
Too
very
real.
exciting. Okay, we have a couple questions that Hallmark Channel sent our way that we're going to be answering. So I'm going to get started because we have a lot of questions, and I'm sure we have a lot to talk about because the Mitchell family loves to talk, and that's what I love about the Mitchell family. All right, number one, the Mitchell family is reuniting for Christmas once again in The Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls. Now, remind us where we left them last Christmas, and where do we find them at the start of this movie, Rob?
I defer to Sharon Lawrence.
Oh, okay. And Sharon, do you answer or do you also defer?
I'd answer.
All right, answer. Sharon, take it away.
That Bill and Phyllis are off on a rekindling of their marriage, leaving their 2 boys behind to sort out their own relationship dramas, but knowing that Christmas will always be something we can count on. Now, who should I pass it to?
Anna.
What? Way to keep me on my toes, Mr. Buckley. From what I remember, I was deeply falling in love with Mike. And we were buying a house. And my parents-in-law were off rekindling their long, successful marriage. And the other family was welcoming a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on.
And we decided in that year that one wasn't enough.
Hmm.
Why
Yes,
one
2.
crazy
It happened
when we can
really
have
fast.
2?
Really fast.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very quick growing family there.
Yes, I think when we left the last movie, Mike had just purchased the Christmas house. And so in this movie, the entire family comes back for Christmas trying to, do their own thing, have their own family Christmas, not really going to do the Christmas house as they normally do it. But luck has it that they get roped into doing a great Christmas reality show, Christmas decorating competition, where brother versus brother go head to head to see who can make the biggest and best Christmas house. And when all that happens, hilarity ensues. But what happens is that the Mitchell family falls in love with each other all over again, and it helps remind them the true meaning of Christmas and what they're all about as well.
Beautifully done, Bennett.
That too.
Beautiful.
Got it. I was like, this is what I remember too. And Brad, let's talk about this. Rob, this question's for you. There's some brotherly competition as Mike and Brandon face off in a decorating competition for the ultimate Christmas house for a reality show. Is this a friendly competition, or do Mike and Brandon, do they get pretty heated?
Sharon, do you mind if I take this one?
That's the one that I was really, I need my opinion in there. But go ahead.
I'm going to have to take this one. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, I think, I think like any real good rivalry or competition, it starts off friendly and light and fun, but it quickly gets heated and serious. And I think it's safe to say Mike and Brandon both get pretty hot in the biscuit. The stakes get high. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. And I would also say they get hot in the biscuit, and we also ate a lot of hot biscuits while we were there. So
that's one thing. Two things you and I do well are bicker with one another and eat constantly.
Yep. And this is why I love you. Brad, for our characters, Christmas isn't all about competition. We're navigating being new parents, and we're determined to make the holiday special for our children. How was it playing first-time dads for you, Brad? Even though you are a dad in real life to two little babies. So what was it like playing that character?
It's very real, and something that's very close to what I experienced. But it's fun because my character is probably a little bit more grounded than what I am in real life. So, you get to be the crazy one.
Your character is grounded.
Somewhat.
Well, if that's grounded in real life, then watch out, world.
No, I'm saying I'm not as grounded in real life.
Oh, okay.
As in the movie.
And then, now what was it like having, because, when we first left the first movie, you had just had your first child. And now when we came back in this movie, we have two kids. And literally in real life, you had your second child over the course of this past year. So it was really life imitating art. What was that feeling like?
Yeah, it's moving from 1 to 2 is like being thrown in a pit of wolves. Let me tell you, it's a whole new game where before there's 2 parents for 1 kid, and all of a sudden you're on a 1-to-1 ratio, and that is a whole different can of worms. So. Yeah, I love how Jake and Brandon, they're kind of just trying to figure, like, in the process of this movie, what's cool is they get to figure out who they are and how to kind of move with the constant changes of having all this chaos around them.
Absolutely. Now, Anna and Rob, this holiday season will be special as Mike prepares to take the next steps in his relationship with Andy. Despite an unexpected visit from her ex, Zane, what do you admire most about their relationship, Rob and Anna?
And by the way, that next big step is getting Andy's name tattooed on his stomach. First time in a Hallmark movie ever, we're breaking even more ground. I think one thing that I love about Mike and Andy is that I think they're really good teammates. I think they really see one another, and they're very supportive and kind and loving with one another. But just the way that they sort of show up and handle all their obstacles and surprises thrown their way is one of the things that I like most about them.
Anna?
I mean, that's pretty hard to follow. But I would say the same thing. I would say that the way we navigate through what comes at us is what makes us special. And that in that there is support and love and humor, we get to laugh it off and make the best of it at the end of the day, there's a unity where we both always come back to one another, which makes it special. Robert is choking, so I'm not sure what that means.
I'll be
It
fine.
means you should help him. You got to help him.
See,
I'm
this,
sure how to interpret that. Oh.
this segues to our next question. Sharon and Treat, Mike isn't the only actor in the family. Bill and Phyllis are taking on new exciting projects together, like co-starring in a holiday show. What are you hoping viewers will take away from your characters as they embark on this journey together, and what their characters, kind of what they're going through in this film?
To you, Sharon. Let her rip.
Well, I'd like to think that audiences that were watching the Christmas House would want to have Phil and Billis come appear at their Christmas show. We take it on the road.
Phil and Billis.
Did I say Phil and Billis? I do it all the time. You see, get her now before she can't speak at all.
Just go with Billis.
Billis.
Phyllis. That's part of why. And that's going to be my tattoo.
Billis.
Like it.
But Treat,
That's a
come on.
cue.
Treat, what would you think?
I try not to think in this crowd. But, I'm going to a little bit. I think, this is quite fun. I think that this is the epiphany Bill has, that he has greatness as an actor within him. The problem is that he's really, really wrong about it. But it was really, really fun because it was an over-the-top play that we were doing about which I have no idea what it was about, which is probably the most fun. We really, really enjoyed that part of it. And I don't want to give it away, but that was probably one of the most fun days with doing our little play, Christmas play.
And I should add, if I might, part of what that aspect of the story I think was charming for is that Phyllis and Bill recognized that their kids are actually, that the apple didn't fall very far from the tree with either of them. And that's important to understand, that, the parents of adult children have to ask themselves, did they create the people who are now, making decisions in the world that these parents can't control anymore? And I think it'd be very relatable, adult children making their parents examine their parenting choices.
That's a very daunting and terrifying thing to say.
It's true, though. I bet a lot of mothers and fathers out there watching would understand.
Now, this question's for all of us. Rob and I, Mike and Brandon, compete against each other to build the best Christmas house with some pretty extravagant decorations. So we were all on set for 3 weeks. We were all there in Canada shooting, and it was gorgeous, and we were surrounded by all this Christmas. What is one of your favorite Christmas decorations from the set that viewers can be excited to see and kind of look for when they're watching?
I really like near life-size elves with your face and my face on them.
Yes.
Towards the end of the movie, at the epic showdown, if you look close in the background, I would say the life-size elves of you and I, and the Handsome Justice merch.
Yes, I love the Christmas cookies with your faces on them.
That's what I
Because eating them was so much fun. I just bite right into that, bite your heads right off every time I have them.
I didn't think to bring them with me, but I still have mine. I'll post a picture of them so everybody can see what we're talking about. I didn't bring them to New York, but I'll post a picture because they still exist. I'm going to turn them into ornaments. I'm going to have them shellacked, and they'll be on my tree. For real.
I'm going to do that to the two boys. For real.
My favorite ornament, Christmas decoration, were the Japanese lantern trees.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ooh, amazing. The art design on this is just production design. They were off the chain.
It's also, it's hard to separate them. I mean, if somebody asked me what was it, I'd say it's the entire front lawn, 2 front lawns together. It's so spectacular. You cannot, there's nothing in my neighborhood. Nobody touches it back here in Vermont. The best neighborhood, the best house in town cannot touch this thing. So especially the whole thing is so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Brad?
I love the
Anna?
telephone. Oh, I love the telephone booth. That makes me really nostalgic.
Oh, that one's great.
Yeah.
Season 1. It's in season 2 of season 1. You get it.
Yeah.
I love the telephone booth. I think it's so awesome. I want it.
Yeah, I love the telephone booth too. I really, really love those Japanese lanterns, what they did with them.
Yeah.
But I like both entrances of the home a lot. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Also super cool about the telephone booth is that's one of those things that when we were doing the first one, I sent pictures of our real Christmas house, and we had that telephone booth. We had a life-size English telephone booth in the house. So that was our production team finding a smaller replica of it to get in there. So that's like authentic Christmas house.
Wow.
I mean, and how about we give them a quick shout out, because they really do an incredible job on a very short time frame, and they really nail it. So
Yeah.
Great hardworking crew.
yeah.
Yeah.
They work all night. They do, right?
I
They
know.
work after we wrap. They had to build that lawn as the
Mhm.
story unfolds. It can't just start out that way. They have to add things, and and in weather that isn't always easy. So I really admire them.
I got to say something else too, because the audience doesn't get to see this, but their ability to make a place with no snow look snow-filled is extraordinary. This combination of
Yeah.
different materials and of cotton and of real ice and real snow, and when you get there, it's like, man, it looked like it just snowed. It's very real.
Mm-hmm.
Without them, there really is no Christmas house. So
Indeed.
And without the Mitchells, there would be no Christmas, really. I mean, the Mitchells.
Agreed.
yes.
You know? So there's so many amazing scenes in this movie. It is such a different movie that the Hallmark audience hasn't ever seen before. It's completely fresh and new, and it's really got a different kind of feel and tone to it. What is one of your favorite scenes from the movie, and why? We're just going to go around real quick and just kind of name one of our favorite scenes that viewers can expect to see, and kind of tease them a little bit with what they can expect from those scenes. But after that, we're going to play a game. So for me, I think my favorite scene is the scene in the lobby with me and Rob. After we get into a giant fight, we have this real great heart-to-heart moment that I can't wait for everyone to see, because I think a lot of people identify and kind of connect with their own families when they see this scene, because they might have this similar conversations to be had in their own family. So that's my favorite scene.
You are great in that scene, by the way.
Thank you.
My favorite scene, oh man, not only was it one of my favorite to shoot, like we had a blast doing it, but it turned out so good, is there's a dinner scene with everyone around a table. And it was shenanigans to shoot, and it comes across on screen because it is a very funny scene.
I'll go. It's wonderful because I think this year the film is very, very funny, and a lot more humor and comedy in it, and yet they give us a chance, every one of us, to have a moment where all that drops away, and the real depth of feeling and love that the family have for one another is apparent. And I had a simple little scene, and I think Sharon thought, he's never going to get these words right. He just seems not to know it. And then we shot it. It's a little scene in a coffee shop, and we talk about the boys, and we talk about how we love them, and it's just the most lovely, simple, truthful, heartfelt scene. It's my favorite scene that we have in the show, because Sharon's such a wonderful actress. So I was very proud to do that with you, young lady.
Thank you, dear friend. Thank you, Treat. That's the first scene that I shot in the film, and it really did anchor me to not just Phyllis and Bill, but also to what turned out to be one of my favorite scenes, which is with Jonathan's character acknowledging the challenge of being a parent, seeing his struggle with wanting to get it right, his fear that he was not up to the task. And again, I think parents of adults watching their kids be parents is a very moving, unique experience. And it was great to play a scene that was anchored in that kind of depth with my dear friend Jonathan Bennett, because we really do feel like family, and knowing that, and we got to hold the kids and play with the kids. And our director, Rich Newey, was so great with the kids because he's a dad of a little one. And the whole feel on this set that day was of nurturing, and that was a nice thing to remember.
Anna.
I was going to say the confessionals. I had
You're fun.
Yep.
fun shooting the confessionals. I particularly enjoyed the fact that it was a moment in the 3 weeks where we could not only come to the table, have fun, kind of bring our real life dynamic and relationships to set, and just sort of banter it out and just play. It was so fun. Rich gave us so much liberty just to, like, you know, throw things out there, and it was a really good time.
Yep.
So Brad.
The confessionals I love, because just it revealed that inner dialogue that we all have in real relationships. I loved my scene on just my quick little confessional with Anna. That was really fun. And I really like, my biggest thing is these characters dive into deeper topics than they did in the first one. And like Sharon said, with parents watching their kids being parents, but also parents figuring out who they are. And Jonathan, you and I have a great scene outside by those Japanese lanterns, and I really love that scene.
Well, I can't wait for everybody to see it.
I feel like I also want to shout out to that scene. Well, really, it's just a storyline with Matthew, which is my ex-husband. And I just think, you know, in this movie, having that storyline not only grounded me in a different way in the characters, Andy, but also brought something really beautiful to the relationship with Mike and Andy to navigate, and also to show to the world that there is a space where we can create a family even out of what we defer as a broken home, you know. And I grew up in that environment, and so it makes me really it's an honor to tell that story.
Beautiful, Anna. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say, I just want to say, I wish the audience could have seen one thing that was not on camera. That our new cast member, Matthew, is one of the most extraordinary magicians I have ever seen.
Truly.
Ricky
Up
Jay
close,
was a friend of mine. He is a monster magician, and we got 4:00 in the morning, we were all ready to climb out the window. He was doing magic tricks where you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was
up close magic, right? I mean, his hands were like up close magic. That's what's so amazing to me.
Yeah,
we were, you know, this close to him, and you couldn't tell.
He was a lovely addition to our cast, I must say.
Big time.
Agree.
it was so fun.
He really was. Now, so because the Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls, is all about competition, we have a Christmas trivia game. Okay, just like in the movie, Rob, you and I are going to go head to head as team captains. So Brad, Sharon are on my team. Rob, you have Anna and Treat.
Yes.
Do you guys have these A/B things that they sent you?
I do. I think it's just you and me.
It's just you and me.
Yeah.
Oh, we do. Two of us?
Because we're the captains.
Oh, got it. Sharon and Brad, we're on a team, but I'm just like kind of on your team because I have to read the questions. So Sharon and Brad, you'll have to pick A or B. And Rob, you will pick A or B with your team. So round one, here we go. Here's how this works. This is very Mitchell family, right? Like, it's a little bit messy. It's a little chaotic. We bring it out as we go, just like the Mitchells do, on and offset. So round number one, I want you to finish the Christmas song lyric. Is it dashing through the snow, A, on a one-horse open sled, or B, on a one-horse open sleigh?
B.
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 We're all in consensus? Yes. Okay. B. The answer is B, on a one-horse open sleigh.
Sleigh.
Number 2.
Sleigh.
What traditional Christmas decoration is actually a parasitic plant? Is it mistletoe or poinsettia?
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
Mistletoe.
I say mistletoe. Mistletoe.
Rob, you say A?
Yeah.
Mistletoe.
And what do we say, guys?
I'm sorry, Anna. I had to
Mistletoe.
override you on this one.
Okay.
Okay, the
tree.
answer is A, mistletoe.
It's
The
mistletoe.
answer is A.
Really? I thought poinsettias kill dogs.
I know, that's what I thought so too.
So confused.
But they're not.
But they don't
They're
kill other
acidic.
plants. Mistletoe will grow on a tree and kill the tree,
That's
Oh.
parasitic. See,
I see.
as opposed to just poisonous.
it's supposed to, it will kill you.
This is why we have Rob, because he knows these things. In case the Mitchells ever get lost in the woods, we know who to bring with us.
Christmas
What?
House 3, Mitchell's Go Camping.
What do people traditionally
gosh.
put? These are the questions. What do people traditionally put on the top of a tree? A star or an angel?
A star.
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 It's actually B, angel.
Oh.
No.
I was gonna go with Angel too.
Well, I have an angel, and that's what I do, but I thought I was in the minority. Wow.
Same here, Sharon. Tree is so mad he just stormed off the
It's
show.
not a
He's
star or an angel, okay? It is an owl. An owl
I know,
goes
I have
on
an
the
owl on
top
my
of the
tree,
tree. Okay?
I have an owl on my tree.
Who knew? Who knew?
Oh boy, good one, Tree. I see it.
Oh my
Points.
God.
I feel like Robert and Jonathan would be really proud this year as I'm in Toronto, and so I've had to do a makeshift Christmas tree. It is only food ornaments, and I think you'd be really proud of me.
It
Oh,
is
I don't
Oh.
invite me
Yeah,
over.
I
I'd
love
eat every
that
one
tree.
of them.
Yes.
I just want to share the story of what Rob did to me. So we were shooting this movie, and at the beginning of the movie, I said to Rob, because Rob and I both have an obsession with food. I said to Rob, hey, just be careful, because I got to be shirtless in a movie next month. And so I'm going to be really strict on my diet during this movie. And just like a good brother, he goes, yeah, bro, I got you, fam. No big. Cut 2, I get to set the first day. And I look at my chair, and there are 2 chocolate croissants with my name literally on them. Like my name is literally on the package.
Mhm.
And I look around and I go, who put chocolate croissants with my name on them on the chair? And it bugged me all day. And I was like, someone's doing this. And of course I ate them, because you can't not eat them and you're not going to be on your diet. And I go, gosh, it's so weird. Like someone keeps doing this. And didn't Rob, you say, you looked at me and go, it's almost like someone knows you have to be shirtless in a movie and might be having to test your self-control.
I am not going to apologize for loving you, Jonathan. Okay.
Wait, didn't he have food delivered to your door at your hotel also?
Yeah, we would send each other. So like, the game basically became how fat can we make the other person. So he would send biscuits to my room on Sundays, and I would send cinnamon rolls to his room. It was a race to diabetes, and it was like, how fast can I make Jonathan diabetic?
Well, it's like one day I had sent him a delivery to his room, and in the time from when I ordered it to the time it got there, he had already delivered one to my room at the exact same time. So like the Postmate people like crossed on the way. It was very funny, and I do not apologize for eating that later on.
As you shouldn't.
I put it in the fridge and ate it like for a week straight, which was not a solid move. You know what? We're gonna stop playing the game because it just doesn't make any sense because we know all these answers. So we'll just end with this. How many lights do you need to wrap a 6-foot Christmas tree?
600.
600.
Fact.
How do
Yeah,
you know
600. We agree.
I just decorated my tree.
No, wait,
How did
hold
you-
on a second.
Did you
that?
count
Just
the
off the top of your
lights?
head.
I
No,
knew
because
that
you
number.
buy them in packs. So you buy like a 400 pack, and then you always need another 200. Always.
That is true.
Jonathan, is your mind as blown as, because you and I had these questions, so we knew those specific numbers. Brad just pulled that out of thin air.
Well, my tree actually has 800 lights, but
Brag.
No, Brad. Okay,
some of
stop
us
being
love Christmas
overachiever.
more than others.
But like Robert and I are looking at these questions, and one of the answers is 600, and you literally just said it. But yes, it's true. It's 600.
It is 600.
Oh My gosh.
Please don't pick it up and bring it to the screen.
372,000 lights on the tree right there. There you go. That's how many lights we got right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Well,
you guys are my Christmas lights.
You guys are my Christmas. I love all of you so much. And, you know, I think what we're so excited for all the viewers to see and all the fans is, you know, to see Hallmark's favorite family, the Mitchells, just doing their thing this Christmas and having such a blast and figuring out what a perfect Christmas looks like. And we're all excited for the viewers to see it. And I know you guys are super pumped as well.
Big time.
Super.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I know where I'm going to be.
So everyone that's watching, we just want to say from all the Mitchells, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you, and we can't wait for you to watch the premiere of our new movie, The Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls. Tune in to The Christmas House 2, part of Countdown to Christmas, on Saturday, December 18th at 8 p.m. only on Hallmark Channel. Don't forget, you can tweet along. So I'm going to say use the hashtag Christmas House 2 because that's what we've been using. So
I'm still going to hashtag The Christmas House, Jonathan. Because you're not the boss of me.
Okay, Rob. Well, and this is why we can't have nice things. This is why the Mitchells can't have nice things. Okay, thank you very much.
See, I blame the parents.
It's literally all of your faults. It's all of your faults, Mom and Dad.
We learned it from watching you.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Watch Christmas House 2, Deck Those Halls, December 18th, 8 p.m. on Hallmark Channel. Bye. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.